Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to perform and explain the fantastic foamy fountain experiment. So the materials you're going to need today are an empty plastic water bottle, a beaker or Erlenmeyer flask with warm water in it, 3% hydrogen peroxide, dish soap, food coloring, and a packet of yeast. So the first thing you're going to need to do is take the hydrogen peroxide and pour it into the water bottle. And don't be too conservative with it. You really want to fill the bottom there as much as you can. Clearly, this bottle is at its end, but still going to try and get as much as I can. Alright, so hopefully that's enough to get a good reaction out. Alright, then you need a couple of drops of dish soap. Alright, that should be good. And then finally, for this mixture, you need some food coloring, and I'm just going to use blue, but when you do it with the kids, you can ask them what their favorite color is, and then do it based on that. And try not to let it touch the edges. Alright. So you don't really need too much, but you should try and evenly distribute it as much as possible. Alright, so you got that nice dark blue. Alright, next thing you do is you take your warm water and your baker's yeast, cut the yeast open, pour it into the flask. And here I'm using this little plastic tub to prevent any mess. And you'll have one when you go to the Boys and Girls Club as well. Alright, and then this yeast, you can't just pour it in, you also have to swish it around, mix it together. Try and make sure you don't lose any. So what's going to happen here scientifically is that the yeast have an enzyme called catalase that will catalyze the reaction that splits the hydrogen peroxide in two. It'll split it into both hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, so H2 and O2 from H2O2. So what's going to happen is that the dish soap will react with the oxygen bubbles, and it'll make hopefully a lot of bubbles, but we have a very limited amount of hydrogen peroxide right now, so hopefully it still works out. Alright, I want to make sure that I don't have any big clumps here, because that could prevent it from working very well. Alright, so don't be afraid to switch this around for a while in order to get a better mix. Because in the end, you really need it. Alright, I'll make sure that was all the hydrogen peroxide I could get. This is all the yeast, and then you have to carefully pour it in, trying not to lose any yeast. Alright, well clearly I lost a little bit of yeast there, but as you can see, it's flowing up, 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 up. Up. Is it gonna go? There you go. Alright, so because of the limited amount of hydrogen peroxide, that was a little bit weak, but it did make its way out of the bottle. And as you can see, it'll keep flowing out. So once again, the way that that happened was that the catalase from the yeast broke hydrogen peroxide into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. The oxygen gas reacted with the dish soap to make all these big bubbles, and obviously the blue just because of the food coloring. Alright, I hope this video helped you both perform and explain the fantastic foamy fountain experiment. And when you do this, guys, try and make sure that you use up to about here on the water bottle, just to ensure that you get enough bubbles and you get a little bit more of an impressive one. I'm still pretty happy that it flew out of the bottle, but it can become a bit more exciting if there's more hydrogen peroxide. And another thing to note is that because a chemical reaction was occurring, some heat was formed, and obviously you can't see this, but you could have the kids feel the bottle and feel the heat. All right, once again, thank you for watching.